Hello, fellow anglers. This is Cary Coffey, aka the Hippie Pig, talking to you from the beautiful city of Mobile, Alabama, down here in southwest Alabama. Down here in southwest Alabama, we fish for all types of fish. You've got crabs, you've got spotted trout, you got redfish, pompano, whiting, black drum, flounder. We do boat fishing, we do kayak fishing, we do bank fishing, we do beach fishing. But today we're going to talk about flounder fishing and the knots to use to fish for flounder. So without further ado, go straight to the knots. All right, fellow anglers, this is our knot tying area. You can see where this is going to be your eye either on your hook or on your lure. And this is your line. This rope represents your line, whatever, line strength that you use. But we did this so that you can see it up against this black background. So first thing we're going to talk about is a stable knot. It's the clinch knot. A lot of people use this knot and they already know this knot, but they don't know why it's a good knot. Use it for live bait, bottom fishing, or so forth. Easy knot to tie. You go through the loop, through your hook eye or your lure eye. You go around. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now on this knot, you've created a loop right here. So you want this to go through that loop. Then you've created another loop here. This to come back through that loop. And as you pull it tight. Now the one thing about this knot, as you cinch it down, creates friction. Friction makes heat. Heat deteriorates any kind of line, and usually you use monofilament or some fluorocarbon going straight to your hook or your lure, and that will deteriorate your line, making your line weak, and then this knot is useless. So usually what I do is I lubricate it with some saliva. I'm not going to do that today because basically that's just gross. But when I do tie this knot, I do wet it down. So if we cinch this down, you can see how this knot is tied. And when you pull it tight, this knot is a fixed knot. It doesn't freely move around the eye on your hook or on your lure. It is hard fixed to it. It's a super strong knot. You clip your tag end off here, and this knot stronger than the line itself. This is a good knot to use when you use live bait or your bottom fishing. All right, fellow anglers, we're going to talk about the loop knot now. Loop knot is important because it allows your lure to move on this eye freely. The knot will have a loop in it, and then your lure will be back there, and it moves back and forth. The greatest thing about this knot is that it puts fish on the boat, basically. But let me show you how it's done. Here's your line. Make a regular overhand knot, just like you do when you tie in your shoe. All right. Tag end goes up through here. Goes back down through your loop. Okay. Then you can adjust this for distance, however you want to do it, on your line so you get the appropriate amount of distance. Now you see how I've got both of these coming in on the same side, on the top side of this cross member here. So what you want to do is take this free end, your tag end, go around, put it back through the back side of your loop, pull it through, and now you can see where it's both of these, all three of these are on the top side of that. So when you pull this tight, you've got your loop knot like this, and it's able to move freely either on your eye on your hook or your lure, preferably a lure, and that allows your lure to move freely through the water without it being obstructed or being held back by the line. The other greatest thing about this knot, when you clip this tag in, you clip it right here, it's not sticking out. It's sticking back towards the lure. So as this lure is going through water and it encounters brush or grass or something along the bottom, that tag end doesn't get caught up. In other words, it's not sticking out here, which will cause your lure to jam and go erratic, and it doesn't look natural. And fish don't like things that doesn't look natural. It's able to go through just like it's supposed to. So when you clip this in, this is a strong knot. Allows it to move freely. All right, fellow anglers, we've talked about two great knots to use for flounder fishing. One is a fixed knot or hard knot to be used for either bottom fishing or live bait fishing or dead shrimp or something like that, so that the hook is fixed onto the knot. The other one is a loop knot, which allows a lure to be able to move freely on that knot so that you get better response. Plus, you got the tag ends that you have to worry about. On a loop knot, you don't have to worry about that. So come on down to Mobile. You're down here in southwest Alabama. Let's go fishing. And always remember, if you're going to be a pig, be a hippie pig. Signing off.